Superhuman Code, written and published by Ngasline. Within every human lies dormant code, ancient wisdom merged with cutting-edge neuroscience that, when activated, transforms ordinary existence into an extraordinary force field for what others call miracles. The most remarkable achievers throughout history weren't born special. They accidentally or intentionally cracked this code, unleashing a level of personal power that magnetized seemingly impossible opportunities and breakthrough moments. This isn't about positive thinking or manifestation. It's about rewiring your neural circuitry and energy signature so profoundly that reality begins bending toward your deepest intentions, making the extraordinary your new normal. The key isn't in seeking miracles, but in becoming the kind of person that miracles actively seek out, drawn to your presence like moths to a flame. When you unlock this code, you don't chase excellence. You embody it so completely that life itself conspires to lift you, hires to lift you higher. Lesson 1. Inner power attracts divine timing. There exists within each of us a wellspring of untapped potential, a source of inner power that, when properly understood and cultivated, becomes a magnetic force for life's most extraordinary moments. This power isn't merely about positive thinking or willpower. It's a profound connection to the very essence of who we are and our place in the universal order. Personal power begins with self-awareness, the deep recognition that we are more than our physical bodies and daily routines. It's the understanding that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and this awareness alone can transform how we move through the world. When we tap into this inner strength, we naturally align ourselves with the flow of life, creating a harmonious dance between our intentions and the universe's timing. The connection between our inner state and external events is far from coincidental. Our thoughts, emotions, and energy levels create ripples in the fabric of reality, attracting or repelling experiences that match our vibration. Think of yourself as a living broadcast tower, constantly sending out signals through your beliefs, expectations, and emotional states. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds by orchestrating events, opportunities, and encounters that resonate with your broadcast frequency. To cultivate inner strength, we must first embrace silence. In the quiet moments when we step away from the noise of daily life, we can hear the whispers of our soul. Regular meditation, contemplation, and mindful breathing become not just practices but gateways to accessing our inherent power. As we strengthen this connection, we develop an unwavering center that remains stable, regardless of external circumstances. Divine timing reveals itself when we learn to trust our intuition and release our grip on controlling outcomes. It's the art of knowing when to act and when to wait, when to speak and when to listen, when to move forward and when to stand still. This wisdom comes not from external sources, but from the deep well of knowing within us. As we strengthen our inner power, we naturally become more attuned to these subtle rhythms of life. The signs of divine timing are everywhere when we learn to recognize them. They appear as unexpected opportunities, chance encounters that feel destined, and solutions that arrive at precisely the right moment. These aren't coincidences, but rather confirmations that we're aligned with our highest path. The key is maintaining an open heart and mind while staying grounded in our inner strength. Building inner power requires consistent practice and patience. It involves facing our fears, healing our wounds, and challenging our limitations. Each time we choose courage over comfort, truth over illusion, and growth over stagnation, we strengthen our internal foundation. This strength becomes a beacon that attracts divine support and guidance. The relationship between inner power and divine timing creates a beautiful symphony in our lives. As we grow stronger internally, we naturally attract experiences that reflect our elevated state of being. We begin to notice that the right people, opportunities, and resources appear just when we need them. This isn't magic. It's the natural result of aligning our personal power with universal forces. Inner power isn't about domination or control, but about alignment and flow. It's the gentle strength that comes from knowing who you are and standing firmly in that truth. When we operate from this place of authentic power, we become natural conductors for miracles, drawing to us the exact experiences needed for our growth and fulfillment. As you begin this journey of cultivating inner power, approach it with curiosity and compassion. Notice how your energy affects your surroundings, how your presence influences situations, and how your internal state creates external reality. The more you develop this awareness, the more you'll witness the perfect orchestration of divine timing in your life, creating a dance of synchronicity that feels both magical and completely natural. Lesson 2. Awakened souls command reality. The journey to spiritual awakening begins with a simple yet profound realization. We are not merely physical beings having occasional spiritual experiences, but spiritual beings having a temporary physical experience. This fundamental shift in perspective marks the first step toward commanding reality through an awakened consciousness. When we awaken spiritually, we begin to notice subtle changes in how we perceive and interact with the world around us. Colors appear more vivid, synchronicities become more frequent, and we develop an acute awareness of the energetic nature of reality. This heightened state of consciousness isn't just about feeling more connected. It's about recognizing our inherent power to shape the fabric of existence through our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. An awakened soul understands that reality is not fixed but fluid, responding to our level of consciousness like clay in the hands of a skilled potter. As we elevate our awareness, we naturally attract experiences that match our new vibration. This isn't magical thinking. It's a natural law of consciousness that operates whether we're aware of it or not. The difference is that an awakened being consciously participates in this creative process. Living as an awakened soul requires consistent practices that maintain this elevated state of consciousness. Regular meditation becomes not just a relaxation technique, but a vital tool for expanding awareness and strengthening our connection to the divine. Through meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts without attachment, allowing us to break free from limiting patterns that previously shaped our reality. Mindfulness extends beyond formal meditation into every aspect of daily life. An awakened soul brings conscious awareness to simple acts like eating, walking, or conversing with others. This constant state of presence creates a powerful field of energy that naturally influences the surrounding environment. People begin to respond differently to your presence, opportunities align more effortlessly, and challenges transform into stepping stones for growth. The power to command reality comes from understanding that we are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of it. Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, and every action we take creates ripples in the fabric of existence. An awakened soul learns to harness this creative power consciously, using it to manifest positive changes in their life and the lives of others. Manifestation through elevated consciousness differs from mere wishful thinking or visualization. It emerges from a deep state of alignment with universal forces, where our desires naturally harmonize with the highest good of all. In this state, we don't need to force outcomes or manipulate circumstances. Instead, we create from a place of inner knowing and trust in the perfect unfolding of events. The awakened state also brings enhanced intuition and clarity. You begin to recognize the subtle guidance of the universe in everyday moments. A chance encounter, a random thought, or even a seeming obstacle can contain valuable messages when viewed through awakened eyes. This heightened perception allows you to navigate life with greater wisdom and make choices that align with your highest path. Perhaps most importantly, an awakened soul understands that commanding reality isn't about controlling external circumstances, but about mastering our internal state. When we maintain an elevated consciousness, we naturally attract experiences that match our vibration. This doesn't mean life becomes free of challenges, but rather that we develop the capacity to transmute any experience into an opportunity for growth and expansion. The journey of awakening is ongoing. Each day brings new opportunities to deepen our awareness and strengthen our ability to command reality. Through consistent practice and unwavering commitment to spiritual growth, we gradually build the foundation for a life where miracles become not just possible, but inevitable. As awakened souls, we become conscious co-creators with the universe, shaping reality through the power of our elevated consciousness. Lesson 3. Sacred energy creates instant magic. Sacred energy is the vital force that flows through all living things, connecting us to the infinite power of the universe. This divine essence, when properly understood and channeled, becomes the catalyst for extraordinary transformations in our lives. The key to harnessing this sacred energy lies in recognizing its presence within us and learning to amplify it through conscious practice. Every human being is naturally equipped with this sacred energy, though most people remain unaware of its potential. Think of it as an internal power plant that can generate unlimited spiritual electricity. When we learn to tap into this source, we discover that what once seemed impossible becomes not only possible but inevitable. The sacred energy within us responds to our thoughts, emotions, and intentions, creating a field of possibility that attracts magical experiences. To increase your personal energy, begin by treating your body as a sacred vessel. This means being mindful of what you consume, both physically and energetically. Pure water, natural foods, and clean air help maintain the body's optimal frequency. Similarly, consuming uplifting content, engaging in positive relationships, and spending time in nature helps preserve and enhance your energetic field. Regular meditation, deep breathing exercises, and mindful movement practices like yoga or qigong are powerful tools for building and directing sacred energy. The creation of instant transformations occurs when we learn to focus and direct this amplified energy with precision. This isn't about forcing outcomes through willpower, but rather about aligning our energy with the natural flow of the universe. When we achieve this alignment, changes that might typically take months or years can manifest in moments. These instances of instant magic often appear as synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, or sudden solutions to long-standing problems. Maintaining high-frequency energy requires consistent attention and practice. Start each day by setting your energetic intention through prayer, meditation, or contemplation throughout the day. Be mindful of energy drains, negative thoughts, toxic relationships, or draining environments. When you notice your energy diminishing, use quick reset practices like deep breathing, grounding exercises, or energy-clearing visualizations to restore your vibration. Sacred energy work also involves understanding the rhythm of energy cycles. Just as the natural world has seasons, our personal energy flows through periods of intensity and rest. Honor these cycles by allowing yourself time for both active creation and peaceful restoration. During high-energy periods, channel your force into meaningful projects and inspired action. During quieter times, focus on practices that replenish and purify your energy field. The practice of working with sacred energy extends beyond personal transformation to influence the world around us. As you develop your ability to maintain and direct this force, you'll notice that your presence alone begins to affect others positively. Rooms brighten when you enter, conflicts naturally resolve in your presence, and people feel uplifted through their interactions with you. Your sacred energy creates a field of possibility that attracts magical experiences and manifestations. By maintaining awareness of this energy and consistently working to elevate it, you develop the ability to create instant transformations in any area of life. This isn't about performing tricks or forcing outcomes. It's about becoming so energetically refined that miracles naturally gravitate toward you. Sacred energy responds to intention and attention. What you focus on expands, so maintain awareness of where you direct your energy. Create sacred spaces in your home where you can regularly practice energy work. Develop daily rituals that honor and amplify your connection to this divine force. As you deepen your relationship with sacred energy, you'll discover that the line between the ordinary and the miraculous begins to blur, and extraordinary experiences become your new normal. Through dedicated practice and conscious awareness, you'll learn to maintain an elevated energy field that naturally attracts magical experiences and creates instant transformations in your life and the lives of those around you. Lesson 4. Spirit force shapes circumstances. The essence of spiritual influence lies in understanding that we are not merely physical beings navigating a material world, but powerful spiritual forces capable of shaping the reality around us. This profound truth has been known by mystics and spiritual masters throughout history, and now modern quantum physics is beginning to validate what ancient wisdom has always taught. Consciousness affects reality. When we tap into our spirit force, we connect with the fundamental creative energy of the universe. This force isn't something external to us. It's our very essence, the core of who we are. By recognizing and actively working with this force, we gain the ability to influence circumstances in ways that might seem miraculous to others, but are simply natural expressions of our spiritual power. The first step in wielding this spirit force is developing awareness of its presence. Take a moment to observe how you feel when you're in complete alignment with your purpose. Notice the surge of energy, the sense of certainty, and the way circumstances seem to naturally arrange themselves in your favor. This is your spirit force in action, working through you to shape reality according to your highest intentions. Aligning with universal forces amplifies your spirit force exponentially. This alignment happens when you consciously choose to work in harmony with universal principles such as love, truth, integrity, and service to others. These aren't just abstract concepts, but actual forces that govern the universe. When you align your actions and intentions with these forces, you create a powerful resonance that attracts corresponding circumstances into your life. Intention is the mechanism through which spirit force operates. Your intentions act as a focusing lens for this powerful energy, directing it towards specific outcomes. However, it's crucial to understand that effective spiritual intention isn't about forcing outcomes through willpower. Instead, it's about holding a clear vision while remaining open to how the universe might bring it about. This requires a delicate balance of focused intention and surrendered trust. Daily spiritual practices are essential for maintaining and strengthening your connection to spirit force. These practices don't have to be complex or time-consuming. Simple activities like meditation, prayer, mindful breathing, or spending time in nature can help you stay connected to your spiritual essence. The key is consistency rather than duration. Even 15 minutes of dedicated spiritual practice each day can significantly enhance your ability to shape circumstances. Working with spirit force also involves developing spiritual discernment. This means learning to distinguish between ego-driven desires and true spiritual impulses. When your actions are guided by spirit force, they typically feel expansive, peaceful, and aligned with the highest good of all involved. In contrast, ego-driven actions often feel contracted, anxious, or focused solely on personal gain. As you develop your ability to work with spirit force, you'll notice that circumstances begin to arrange themselves more favorably. This isn't because you're controlling events through some form of spiritual manipulation, but because you're aligning yourself with the natural flow of universal energy. This alignment creates a field of possibility around you that attracts positive circumstances and solutions. One of the most powerful aspects of working with spirit force is its ability to transform challenging circumstances into opportunities for growth and advancement. When faced with difficulties, instead of resisting or trying to force changes, learn to pause and connect with your spirit force. From this connected state, you can then respond with wisdom and clarity, often finding solutions that weren't visible from a more reactive state. The development of spirit force is a gradual process that requires patience and persistence. Each time you choose to respond to life's challenges from a place of spiritual awareness rather than reactive emotion, you strengthen your spirit force. Each time you align your actions with universal principles, you increase your ability to shape circumstances. Through consistent practice and dedication, you'll find yourself becoming an increasingly powerful creator of your life circumstances, guided by the wisdom and power of spirit force. Lesson 5. Miracles seek prepared minds. The human mind is a miracle, attracting mechanism when properly tuned and prepared. Like a radio receiver must be calibrated to the right frequency to pick up a specific station. Our minds must be consciously prepared to receive and recognize miraculous events. This preparation begins with understanding that miracles aren't rare exceptions to natural law, but rather natural manifestations of higher principles we're only beginning to comprehend. A prepared mind first releases its attachment to limiting beliefs about what's possible. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, and fear-based thinking. When we hold on to thoughts like things like that don't happen to people like me, or that's too good to be true, we create mental barriers that repel miraculous possibilities. Instead, a miracle-ready mind maintains an open, receptive state that acknowledges infinite possibilities without judgment or skepticism. Developing miracle consciousness requires regular mental exercise, much like building physical strength requires consistent training. This involves deliberately focusing on and appreciating the small miracles that occur daily, the perfect timing of a chance encounter, the unexpected solution to a problem, or the synchronistic appearance of exactly what you needed. By acknowledging these everyday miracles, you train your mind to recognize and expect extraordinary events as a natural part of life. The prepared mind also understands the power of expectancy. When you genuinely expect miracles to occur, you unconsciously align your actions, attention, and energy with their manifestation. This isn't about passive waiting or magical thinking, but rather about maintaining an active state of positive anticipation while taking inspired action. Your expectations create a magnetic field that attracts corresponding experiences and opportunities. Breaking limiting beliefs requires conscious effort and persistent practice. Start by identifying beliefs that restrict your experience of miracles. These might include thoughts about your worthiness, what's realistic or what's possible in your current circumstances. Challenge these beliefs by seeking evidence that contradicts them. Study stories of extraordinary achievements, unexpected breakthroughs, and seemingly impossible coincidences that have occurred throughout history and in others' lives. Creating receptivity to extraordinary events involves developing a particular kind of attention, one that's both focused and flexible. This paradoxical state allows you to maintain clear intentions while remaining open to unexpected ways these intentions might manifest. It's about holding your desires firmly while releasing attachment to how they should appear in your life. This open receptivity creates space for miracles to enter through unexpected doors. The prepared mind also understands the role of gratitude in miracle attraction. Gratitude isn't just a positive emotion. It's a powerful force that expands your capacity to receive. By maintaining genuine appreciation for both what you have and what's coming, you create an energetic environment conducive to miraculous manifestations. This grateful state signals to the universe your readiness to receive more blessings. Mental preparation for miracles also includes developing comfort with uncertainty. Miracles often arrive in packages we wouldn't have chosen or expected. The prepared mind remains curious and open rather than demanding specific outcomes. This flexibility allows for possibilities beyond our limited imagination and creates space for truly extraordinary manifestations. Preparing your mind for miracles is an ongoing practice, not a destination. Each day offers new opportunities to stretch your beliefs, expand your expectations, and strengthen your miracle consciousness. As you consistently engage in this mental preparation, you'll find that extraordinary events begin to seek you out, recognizing in you a ready and willing recipient of life's most amazing possibilities. Through dedicated practice and conscious awareness, you can transform your mind into a powerful attractor for miraculous experiences. As you release limiting beliefs, maintain positive expectancy, cultivate gratitude, and embrace uncertainty, you create the perfect conditions for extraordinary events to naturally flow into your life. Your prepared mind becomes a beacon for miracles, drawing them to you with increasing frequency and magnitude. Lesson 6. Divine light unlocks hidden gifts. Within each of us lies a vast reservoir of untapped potential, dormant abilities waiting to be awakened by the touch of divine light. These hidden gifts are not merely talents or skills, but profound capacities that connect us to the larger fabric of existence. The process of discovering and activating these abilities begins with acknowledging their presence and creating space for their emergence. Divine light serves as the catalyst for awakening these dormant potentials. This light is not merely metaphorical, but represents a real energetic force that can be invited into our lives through specific practices and awareness. When we open ourselves to divine light, we create channels through which higher wisdom and abilities can flow. This light acts as a key, unlocking doors within our consciousness that we might not have known existed. The first step in working with divine light is developing sensitivity to its presence. This can be achieved through regular meditation practices where you visualize golden or white light entering through your crown chakra and filling your entire being. As this light permeates your consciousness, it begins to illuminate aspects of yourself that have remained hidden in shadow. These might include intuitive abilities, healing capacities, creative talents, or profound wisdom that has been waiting for the right moment to emerge. Your unique spiritual gifts are as individual as your fingerprints. Some people may discover they have natural healing abilities, while others might find they can communicate with higher realms of consciousness. Some might unlock the ability to see future possibilities or gain deep insights into the nature of reality. The key is not to compare your gifts to others, but to nurture and develop whatever emerges naturally for you. Working with divine light requires patience and dedication. Maintain regular practices that keep you connected to this higher frequency. This might include daily meditation, energy work, prayer, or spending time in nature. As you consistently engage with divine light, you'll notice subtle changes in your perception and capabilities. What once seemed impossible might become natural and effortless. The activation of dormant potential often occurs in stages. You might first notice increased intuition or sudden flashes of insight. These initial awakening experiences serve as stepping stones to more profound abilities. Pay attention to these early signs and create conditions that support their development. This might mean adjusting your lifestyle, changing your environment, or seeking out teachers and mentors who can guide you in developing your unique gifts. Nurturing your spiritual gifts requires a balance of active development and passive receptivity. While it's important to practice and refine your abilities, it's equally crucial to allow space for natural unfoldment. Divine light works in its own timing, and forcing development can sometimes hinder rather than help. Trust in the process and remain open to unexpected ways your gifts might manifest. Protection and grounding become essential as your gifts develop. Working with divine light can open you to higher frequencies of energy, and it's important to maintain balance and stability. Regular grounding practices, such as walking in nature, working with crystals, or engaging in physical exercise, help integrate these higher energies into your daily life. Creating sacred space and maintaining energetic boundaries ensures you can express your gifts safely and effectively. Your spiritual gifts are meant to serve a greater purpose. They are not given solely for personal benefit, but to contribute to the collective evolution of consciousness. As you develop your abilities, consider how they might be used to benefit others and serve the greater good. This alignment with service creates a powerful resonance that further amplifies your connection to divine light and accelerates the development of your gifts. The journey of unlocking hidden gifts through divine light is ongoing. Each new level of awakening brings fresh possibilities and deeper understanding. Stay committed to your practices, remain open to guidance, and trust in the divine timing of your development. As you continue to work with divine light, you'll discover that your capacity for miracle making grows exponentially, creating ripples of positive change in both your life and the world around you. Lesson 7. Pure energy draws perfect moments. Energy is the currency of the universe, and its purity determines the quality of moments we attract into our lives. When we maintain pure energy within ourselves, we become natural magnets for divine timing and perfect synchronicities. This profound truth forms the foundation of our ability to draw ideal circumstances and meaningful encounters into our experience. Pure energy begins with conscious awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Every mental pattern we hold creates an energetic signature that ripples out into the universe. When we cultivate thoughts of love, gratitude, and possibility, we generate clean, high-frequency energy that attracts similar vibrations back to us. This means releasing judgments, grudges, and limiting beliefs that contaminate our energetic field. The practice of energy purification requires dedication to inner work. Start each day by clearing your energy through meditation, breathing exercises, or movement practices that help release stagnant emotions and mental debris. Pay attention to the foods you consume, the media you absorb, and the company you keep, as these all influence your energetic state. Choose nourishing inputs that elevate your frequency rather than drain it. As your energy becomes purer, you'll notice an increase in meaningful coincidences and perfectly timed opportunities. These synchronicities aren't random. They're the universe responding to your refined energetic broadcast. You might think of someone moments before they call, arrive at exactly the right place at the right time, or receive precisely the guidance you need when you need it most. Physical spaces also respond to pure energy. When you maintain high-frequency energy, you naturally create environments that support synchronicity and flow. Your home, workplace, and personal spaces become containers for miracle moments. Regular energy clearing of your spaces through methods like sage smudging, salt baths, or sound healing can help maintain this pure container. The art of creating perfect timing stems from aligning your personal energy with universal rhythms. Nature operates in cycles and patterns, and when we tune into these natural flows, we enhance our ability to be in the right place at the right time. Pay attention to your intuitive nudges about timing. They often guide you toward optimal moments for action or patience. Relationships particularly benefit from pure energy cultivation. When you maintain clear, positive energy, you naturally attract people who match your frequency. These connections tend to be more authentic, supportive, and mutually beneficial. You'll find yourself having meaningful conversations at just the right moment and meeting people who can help you advance on your path. Working with pure energy requires regular maintenance. Just as you shower to keep your physical body clean, your energy field needs daily attention. Develop practices that help you release lower vibrations and restore your natural high frequency. This might include energy healing techniques, crystal work, time in nature, or any practice that helps you feel clear and aligned. The power of pure energy extends beyond personal experience to influence collective reality. As you maintain higher frequencies, you become a lighthouse for others, naturally elevating the energy of any situation you enter. This creates a ripple effect, where your pure energy helps catalyze positive changes in your community and beyond. Mastering energy purification transforms your relationship with time itself. Instead of forcing outcomes or struggling against circumstances, you learn to flow with divine timing. You develop trust in the perfect unfolding of events and the wisdom to recognize when to act and when to wait. This state of energetic mastery allows miracles to find you with ease, creating a life filled with magic and synchronicity. The practice of maintaining pure energy becomes both an art and a science. Through consistent attention to your energetic state, you develop an increasingly refined ability to attract perfect moments. This isn't about controlling outcomes, but about creating the optimal conditions for magic to emerge naturally in your life. As your energy becomes purer, you'll find yourself living in a continuous stream of miraculous moments, each one more beautiful than the last. Lesson 8. Universal force obeys clear souls. The universe responds with remarkable precision to souls who have achieved inner clarity. Like a crystal-clear lake that perfectly reflects the sky above, a clear soul becomes a perfect conduit for universal forces to manifest desired outcomes. This state of clarity isn't about emptying your mind, but rather about achieving a pristine alignment between your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. The journey to inner clarity begins with acknowledging and releasing emotional blocks. These blocks are like clouds that obscure our connection to universal forces. They manifest as fear, doubt, past trauma, or unresolved anger. Each emotional block creates static in our energy field, making it difficult for universal forces to respond to our true desires. Through consistent inner work, we can identify these blocks and consciously release them, creating space for clarity to emerge. Working with universal laws becomes effortless when we maintain emotional clarity. The law of attraction, for instance, operates with perfect precision when our intentions aren't muddied by conflicting desires or hidden fears. Consider how a radio must be precisely tuned to receive a clear signal. Our consciousness works similarly. When we achieve clarity, we become perfectly tuned instruments through which universal forces can flow. The process of manifesting with precision requires maintaining this state of clarity while holding our intentions. Think of it as using a magnifying glass to focus sunlight. The clearer the lens and the steadier the hand, the more powerful the focused beam becomes. Our consciousness works in the same way. When we maintain unwavering clarity about our desires while remaining emotionally pure, the universal force responds with remarkable accuracy. Emotional mastery plays a crucial role in this process. It's not about suppressing emotions, but rather about understanding and transmuting them. Each emotion carries a specific frequency, and by learning to work with these frequencies consciously, we can maintain states that are conducive to manifesting our desires. Joy, gratitude, and love create the clearest channels for universal forces to work through. The practice of maintaining clear consciousness requires vigilance and dedication. Just as we wouldn't expect a mirror to reflect clearly if we allowed dust to accumulate on its surface, we must regularly clean our emotional and mental space. This includes daily practices like meditation, energy clearing, and conscious emotional processing. These practices help maintain the pristine state necessary for precise manifestation. Understanding universal laws goes beyond intellectual knowledge. It requires experiential wisdom. As we work with these laws while maintaining clarity, we begin to recognize patterns and correlations between our inner state and external manifestations. This understanding allows us to tune our approach and work more effectively with universal forces. The relationship between clear souls and universal forces is reciprocal. As we maintain clarity, the universe responds more precisely to our intentions. This increased precision, in turn, strengthens our faith in the process, making it easier to maintain clarity. It becomes a self-reinforcing cycle of increasingly powerful manifestations. Clear souls also naturally attract guidance and support from higher forces. When our internal space is free from confusion and conflict, we become more receptive to subtle signs and synchronicities. These signs often provide crucial guidance for our next steps, creating a seamless flow between our intentions and universal support. The ultimate goal is to maintain this state of clarity consistently, allowing universal forces to work through us with maximum efficiency. This doesn't mean we never experience negative emotions or challenges, but rather that we've developed the ability to process and clear these experiences quickly, returning to our state of clarity. Through this mastery, we become conscious co-creators with the universe, manifesting our desires with unprecedented precision and grace. Lesson 9. Cosmic power flows through alignment. The universe operates on a profound principle of alignment, where cosmic forces flow most powerfully through channels that are properly positioned to receive them. Think of alignment as the art of positioning yourself in perfect harmony with universal energies. Much like a satellite dish must be precisely oriented to receive clear signals from space. When you achieve this state of alignment, cosmic power naturally flows through you, amplifying your ability to create extraordinary outcomes in your life. True alignment begins with understanding that you are not separate from the cosmic forces that govern our universe. You are an integral part of this vast cosmic dance, and your personal energy field is constantly interacting with these greater forces. The key is to consciously participate in this interaction rather than being swept along unconsciously by these currents of energy. The practice of maintaining alignment requires attention to several aspects of your being. Physical alignment involves maintaining a healthy, energetically open body through proper posture, movement, and breath work. Mental alignment calls for clarity of thought and purpose, free from the static of doubt and confusion. Emotional alignment demands balance and authenticity in your feelings, while spiritual alignment requires a deep connection to your higher purpose and universal truth. When you work with cosmic power, you're essentially becoming a conscious conductor of universal energy. This requires developing sensitivity to subtle energies and learning to recognize when you're in or out of alignment. You might notice that when you're aligned, synchronicities increase, opportunities appear more frequently, and your actions seem to produce maximum impact with minimal effort. The process of channeling cosmic energy begins with creating space within yourself. This means clearing emotional blockages, releasing limiting beliefs, and maintaining an open, receptive state of consciousness. Regular meditation, particularly practices that focus on energy awareness and chakra alignment, can significantly enhance your ability to channel cosmic power effectively. One powerful practice for maintaining alignment is what might be called cosmic calibration. This involves taking time each day to consciously tune your energy field to universal frequencies. Begin by sitting quietly and imagining yourself as a clear channel, extending from the earth to the cosmos. Feel the energy of the earth rising through your feet and base chakra while simultaneously drawing down cosmic energy through your crown chakra. Allow these energies to meet and blend in your heart center, creating a harmonious flow throughout your being. As you work with cosmic power, you'll discover that alignment isn't a static state, but a dynamic process of constant adjustment and refinement. Like a surfer riding a wave, you must remain fluid and responsive to the ever-changing currents of universal energy. This requires developing strong intuition and trusting your inner guidance system to help you stay in optimal alignment. Creating powerful outcomes through cosmic alignment involves more than just maintaining your personal energy field. It requires learning to read the energy patterns around you and choosing the right moments to take action. When you're aligned with cosmic power, you'll naturally sense when conditions are optimal for manifesting your intentions and when it's better to wait and gather more energy. Understanding the cyclical nature of cosmic energy helps you work more effectively with these forces. Just as the planets move through their orbits and the seasons follow their natural progression, cosmic energy flows in patterns. By attuning yourself to these rhythms, you can better time your actions and intentions for maximum impact. The ultimate goal of working with cosmic power is not just to achieve personal desires, but to become a clear channel through which universal love and wisdom can flow into the world. As you maintain your alignment and strengthen your connection to cosmic forces, you become a beacon of light and transformation for others. Your very presence begins to catalyze positive change in your environment, and your actions carry the weight of universal intention behind them. Through dedicated practice and conscious awareness, you can develop an increasingly refined ability to maintain cosmic alignment and channel these powerful energies effectively. As this capacity grows, you'll find yourself naturally creating more meaningful and impactful outcomes in all areas of your life, while serving as a conduit for higher purpose and divine expression in the world. Lesson 10. Higher vibrations create daily miracles. The culmination of your journey to becoming superhuman lies in your ability to maintain consistently high vibrational frequencies that naturally attract miracles into your daily life. When you operate at elevated frequencies, you become a living beacon of possibility, transforming ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. This state isn't just about feeling good. It's about becoming a natural conductor of cosmic energy that manifests miracles effortlessly. Your vibrational frequency is like a radio signal you continuously broadcast to the universe. The higher your frequency, the more aligned you become with the miraculous nature of existence. This elevated state begins with conscious awareness of your energy and extends to every aspect of your life. Through dedicated practice, you can train yourself to maintain these higher frequencies, regardless of external circumstances. The key to raising your vibration lies in understanding that everything is energy, your thoughts, emotions, actions, and even your physical body. By consciously choosing thoughts that uplift, emotions that inspire, and actions that align with your highest good. You naturally elevate your frequency. This isn't about suppressing negative emotions, but rather about transforming them through awareness and conscious choice. Creating miracle momentum requires consistency in your practices. Start each day by setting your vibrational tone through meditation, gratitude, or whatever practice resonates with your spirit. Throughout the day, regularly check in with your energy and make adjustments as needed. Think of yourself as an energy artist, constantly fine-tuning your frequency to maintain harmony with the miraculous. Living in constant wonder becomes natural when you maintain higher vibrations. You begin to notice the subtle synchronicities, the perfect timing, and the beautiful orchestration of events that others might dismiss as coincidence. This state of wonder isn't naive optimism. It's a sophisticated understanding of how energy works in the universe. Physical practices play a crucial role in maintaining elevated states. Your body is an instrument of energy, and its condition directly affects your vibrational frequency. Regular exercise, conscious breathing, healthy nutrition, and adequate rest become non-negotiable aspects of your miracle, manifesting lifestyle. These practices ground your higher frequency in physical reality, making it more stable and sustainable. Relationships take on new dimensions when you operate at higher frequencies. You naturally attract people, opportunities, and experiences that match your elevated state. Toxic relationships and lower vibrational situations naturally fall away as you become incompatible with energy that doesn't serve your highest good. This natural selection process creates space for more aligned connections and experiences. The art of maintaining elevated states requires mastery of energy management. Learn to recognize energy drains and develop strategies to protect and replenish your vibration. This might mean setting better boundaries, creating sacred spaces, or developing rituals that help you reset when needed. Your ability to maintain high frequencies becomes more refined with practice. Miracle momentum builds as you consistently operate at higher frequencies. Each miraculous experience creates a positive feedback loop, making it easier to maintain elevated states and attract more miracles. This momentum transforms your life into a continuous stream of extraordinary experiences, where the line between ordinary and miraculous begins to blur. Maintaining higher vibrations isn't about perfection, it's about progress and awareness. There will be times when your frequency dips, and that's perfectly normal. What matters is your ability to recognize these moments and consciously choose to elevate your energy again. This flexibility and self-awareness are hallmarks of true vibrational mastery. The ultimate goal is to make living at higher frequencies your natural state of being. When this happens, daily miracles become your normal experience. Life becomes an adventure of continuous wonder, where each moment holds the potential for something extraordinary. You no longer need to chase miracles because you've become a living miracle yourself, naturally attracting and creating magical experiences wherever you go.